This is the main event of WrestleMania 30 for the richest prize in the business. Randy Orton defends his WWE World Heavyweight Championship in a triple threat match against the Royal Rumble winner Batista and the leader of the Yes Movement, Daniel Bryan.
Everyone enters with determination to succeed in the main event of this historic 30th WrestleMania. But Daniel Bryan enters with the Yes Movement on his back and a shoulder attack by Triple H in the first match of the show.
Well, this is Triple H's last line of defense. Daniel Bryan somehow still standing after his first match and Triple H's attack. Now Daniel Bryan is going to wage battle against Triple H's two biggest soldiers. If Orton and Batista can work together, Bryan won't be a factor.
Randy Orton has a big chip on his shoulder tonight. Batista's been arguing with Stephanie McMahon. Daniel Bryan's been fighting with Triple H. Orton's almost become an afterthought in his own title defense.
Well, for a guy who's clamored to be the face of the WWE and the centerpiece of the Authority, Orton has a lot to prove tonight, even with that championship around his waist. The animal Batista is looking like he's been tranquilized right about now thanks to some early offense.
We thought he'd shaken off the ring rust, but right now Orton and Bryan can take advantage of their superior ring shape.
The two of you called Orton a quote-unquote afterthought, and he's going to disprove that tonight when he exits the biggest WrestleMania ever as WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, he's got two of the most hungry competitors in WWE to topple first, so I wouldn't call this one for the Apex Predator just yet. Had this night started as most folks expected, we would have seen Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton face off in the main event of WrestleMania. Who would have thought when the trio formed Evolution a decade ago that they'd all be at each other's throats right now?
All partnerships go out the window when the WWE World Heavyweight Championship enters the picture. Even if Orton wins tonight, I don't think Triple H can trust his face of the WWE any longer. Oh, nasty impact.
Bringing back up the tatters of Evolution you two mentioned. The Animal and the Viper have been at odds ever since Batista returned in January and laid claim to Orton's title. Meanwhile, Triple H is angry at Batista's demands since his return.
Suffice it to say, the former members of Evolution hate each other almost as much as they hate Daniel Bryan. I doubt this trio will ever be on the same wavelength again.
Oh!
And that one grounds him.
I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw.
Daniel Bryan may have defeated Triple H earlier tonight, but he's still a WrestleMania rookie compared to his opponents here tonight.
That's not even close, Cole. All Bryan's done at WrestleMania before tonight was lose a match in 18 seconds 2 years ago, then rely on Kane to get the job done last year. Orton and Batista have so much more big match experience.
Michael, Corey, the two of you mentioned Bryan's lacking resume compared to Batista and Orton. And it's true. Batista beat Triple H in the main event of WrestleMania 21 and had championship matches 23 and 26.
And the Apex Predator is in his 11th consecutive WrestleMania. Orton was in the main event at the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania and successfully defended the WWE Championship against John Cena and Triple H the year before that. Bryan is extremely outclassed tonight. Batista's been a real destroyer since he returned to WWE at the beginning of the year. He handily won the Royal Rumble and has been dominant ever since.
Batista did impress at the Royal Rumble, I'll admit. But the Authority didn't even let Daniel Bryan enter the match. A guy in the WWE Championship picture since last August was just cut out of a WrestleMania opportunity. Batista isn't looking good here, guys. The Animal may fall short of his WrestleMania mission right here.
Well, if Batista loses here tonight, I don't think he'll be able to deal with it.
Cole, you whined about Bryan missing the Royal Rumble. Did you forget that he lost to Bray Wyatt earlier that night? Why should a loser get a shot in the Royal Rumble?
I'll ignore the fact that Bryan had to fend off Harper and Rowan during that match, but are you telling me that JBL and El Torito were more deserving of a spot in that match than a fan favorite like Daniel Bryan? Come on, man.
Oh, no, this isn't going to end well.
Oh, my gosh.
Surfboard leg breaker. It's astonishing that the WWE Universe is back on their feet and cheering Daniel Bryan right now. Just 30 minutes ago, you could hear a pin drop when Brock left. This could be all she wrote. what impact!
What a maneuver.
Regardless, the gas tank has to be on empty right now.
He's in full control now. He's in trouble.
Oh, the yes lock is cinched in.
The yes lock's applied. Orton might tap out, but
Oh, look who's back. Triple H, Stephanie.
the Authority just wants to have a bird's eye view of what's going on.
No, more than that, Corey.
Triple H just ripped the referee out of the ring. I believe Daniel Bryan could have won the championship right there.
Clearly, Triple H is still bitter over losing to Daniel Bryan earlier on tonight.
Yeah, the reason Daniel Bryan has made it to this matchup. Meanwhile, is Daniel Bryan, Batista with a spine buster.
Triple H now summoning a new official.
What the? Come on.
I'm sure this referee's going to be fair.
It's all about what's best for business, gentlemen.
It's all about screwing over
And
Daniel
Batista
Bryan.
looking to put Bryan away with a Batista bomb. Here's the cover. And a kick out. A kick out.
Not quite.
The Authority obviously unhappy with the performance of this official.
It's just continued oppression by the Authority. Trying to control the narrative,
Just
control
remember
the match.
who signs your paycheck, Saxton.
Yeah, but the bottom line is this. Daniel Bryan has had his back against the wall since the beginning of this night. He's been banged up, he's bruised, he's battered. Now he's got the Authority against him once again. Meanwhile, Batista to the post. And Daniel Bryan.
Bryan trying his best to fight this uphill battle.
Bryan's fired up. Look out! Bryan! Suicide dive down on the Authority.
Right now, it's Daniel Bryan against the world. Do whatever you gotta do to survive.
Daniel Bryan battling, fighting everybody. Wow. This could be huge. Dropped, and that was a hard shot, Corey.
Yeah, you might want to think about throwing in the towel at this point.
The Apex Predator might be fading here.
What a hurricanrana!
Rolling up Batista, shoulders are down, and just breaking things up is Randy Orton.
How close was Daniel Bryan?
As close as Daniel Bryan's ever going to get, because now the plan is coming together, and Bryan's going to end up on the short end of the stick.
And now the assault outside the ring by Randy Orton. Remember, triple threat rules, no countouts, no disqualifications. Anything goes as Bryan is whipped into the barricade. And Randy Orton now unleashing fury on Bryan.
Randy Orton seemingly in desperation mode, along with Batista doing whatever they can to suppress Daniel Bryan.
This is clearly about injuring Bryan, ending his career, and now Randy Orton with steel stairs in hand.
Yeah, this very well could end Bryan.
Oh my God, Bryan driven down again.
Daniel Bryan's fairy tale evening just came to a screeching halt.
Look at this, Batista and Randy Orton game planning their next form of attack.
This is absolutely disgusting.
Oh boy.
Oh, now right here in front of us, the announce table being ripped apart, and you can only imagine what Batista and Orton have planned here.
Perhaps the final act to disable the dreams of Daniel Bryan.
Bryan can't even move. He's defenseless out here.
Bryan is giving it his all. So much heart, so much determination.
Oh my God, to the announce table now. Bryan went through hell in the first match tonight, and now a second match against Orton and Batista.
You don't think?
What the?
Oh, I do think. Batista wants to end Bryan's career right here.
Oh no.
Up goes Bryan.
Oh, Batista bomb to an RKO
My
right
God.
through our table.
My goodness.
Are you kidding me? WWE. Bryan's been broken in half.
Be careful what you ask for, Daniel Bryan, because you just might get it.
Absolute no concern for the health and well-being of Daniel Bryan.
And now the medical personnel bringing in a stretcher.
What a horrible sight.
Oh, what a horrible way for this night to end for Daniel Bryan, who fought so valiantly earlier on to beat Triple H, to get to this triple threat match for an opportunity at the championship, the main event at WrestleMania. And now
Batista just flattened Orton.
Yeah, Batista and Orton, who had an alliance moments ago, now turn this into a one-on-one match for the WWE title.
That's what they wanted. That's what Batista and Randy Orton wanted. They wanted Daniel Bryan out of the equation so they could compete for the championship.
Well, it's also what the Authority wanted as well. Triple H and Stephanie. They wanted Daniel Bryan out of here. Been a thorn in their side forever.
Batista once again in complete control. The Apex Predator is being beaten down.
Meanwhile, medical personnel continue to work on Daniel Bryan as this match continues for the WWE Championship.
All right, now it's Batista who's in firm control
again
over the Viper.
Well, the Animal returned to WWE for one reason, to be the best.
And look at Orton fighting back, but again, driven back down to the floor.
Yeah, the Animal could be just moments away, Corey, from accomplishing that goal.
And Orton rolled back into the ring by the Animal, Batista. But Orton caught him. And now Randy Orton's got Batista where he wants him.
Batista took too much time, and he may pay for it.
Went for the DDT, and Batista launches Orton over the top rope. Meanwhile, Daniel Bryan's being stretchered back to the locker room area for medical treatment.
No.
Randy Orton off the apron, face first goes Batista. And there's Bryan being carted away.
Better bring that stretcher back here. We might need it for Batista.
Terrible, terrible way for this night to end for Daniel Bryan. But Daniel Bryan, what is he doing?
Listen, I get the fighting spirit of Daniel Bryan, but Bryan's hurt.
What is Daniel Bryan doing?
Bryan's got more guts than brains, period.
Medical personnel try to get Daniel Bryan out of here, and now Orton has Bryan.
Well, Randy Orton's going to make sure that Daniel Bryan heads back to the locker room on a stretcher after driving him into the steps.
Oh, man, Randy Orton's in trouble.
Nailed it.
Devastating elbow.
Gotta wonder how this is gonna end, Byron.
Whatever happens, it's not gonna be good. I can tell you that.
Daniel Bryan's been fighting hard for 8 long months, but his dream looks to be fading and fast.
Orton and Batista can finally stomp the pesky cockroach called Daniel Bryan and have their proper WrestleMania match. Boom! That's how you put an exclamation point on a match.
Talk about a painful move.
He did it! He did it! The Miracle Kid! The Miracle Kid!
It's a miracle on Bourbon Street! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Here is your winner, Daniel Bryan!
Daniel Bryan just overcame the Authority.
Daniel Bryan just had the greatest performance in 30 years of WrestleMania. In one night, he defeated Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton, and is now WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Michael, your pride definitely takes a hit when you're forced to tap out.
We may be in New Orleans tonight, but I assure you there was nothing easy about that win right there.